Hey everybody, Macklin here. I had a really short thought that I wanted to share with you guys. So, one of the things that I've been working on a lot recently is my consistency. Now, when people mention consistency, they often are talking about these small actions that they can take to build something over time. But one of the things that people don't often talk about is consistent emotion and consistent mindset. So this is going to be a short video because I think I can have longer videos in the future about both of these topics. But on the topic of consistent emotion, what I mean is just having pretty even keeled emotions throughout the week, because I think emotions dictate so much about what you end up accomplishing on a daily basis, because how you feel is kind of what you do. So if you're not feeling well, or you're sad, maybe you're not actually going to take steps in the direction that you want to take. But if you feel amazing, it's so much easier to get those things done. So on the emotional side, it's about just remaining even keeled. On the mindset side, it's about, in my mind, it's really about like wanting the same things on a daily basis. So, do you have the same goal last Wednesday today? Or are you a completely different person? Like last Wednesday, did you want to start an online company? And this Wednesday, you want to open up an ice cream store? Obviously, it's just a ridiculous example, but a lot of people talk about the things that they want to do and they change very quickly, which unfortunately is not the way that success is usually realized. Usually success is realized over a long period of time of just like consistently moving, even if it's in very small steps in the same direction, or at least some kind of related direction. And, one of the things that I've realized over the past 6 months as I've quit drinking and like eating certain foods that don't make me feel great is that my emotion was strongly dictated by the foods that I was putting into my body and by drinking in general. Now, again, not my purpose to preach. That's not why I created a YouTube channel. But I did think that it was really insightful that I've started to feel this way, because it's almost like it gives me, it kind of gave me pause when I started to wake up multiple days in a row thinking the same thoughts, saying like, wow, I'm actually still really pumped about that idea from last week. Then 2 weeks later, wow, I'm still taking steps towards that idea. And if I look back at any of my journals, I've been journaling now almost every single day, 3 pages a day since April 2021. It's crazy to me because like I can look back at any given period of time and say who I was and what I was thinking. And I'm pretty honest with myself when I'm journaling. It's not my goal, to create these journals for somebody to find one day and, make a bunch of money off of them. I'm actually trying to get value out of them for myself. So I don't really pull any punches, and I'm as honest as I possibly can be with myself. So yeah, who I was last year was a completely different version of who I am this year. And based on like the last month alone, I've had a very similar mindset where I've almost done the exact same things for 30 days straight. Now, I don't want to like pull out the paper. It's in my last video, but I'm going to have like another video in the future about this topic. But like, if you look at my habits are really the foundation of these consistent actions, my consistent mindset, and my consistent emotions. I journal every single morning. I do my meditation, which is about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the app that I use and the certain meditation that I use. And that really does set the tone for my day. It has a really strong effect on, how I'm feeling and how I'm able to manage distractions and, the things that continue to pop up that pull you away from the things that are going to deliver the most value. So I don't think that it's enough to say that like you do the same things every single day, because I think doing the same things every single day are a result of feeling the same way and a result of thinking the same way as you did 2 weeks ago. And I'm not saying that your thinking should not evolve, but if one week you want to be a guy who rides around a motorcycle and wears a leather jacket and works a minimum wage job and kind of just doesn't care about the world, that's completely your prerogative. But it's going to be very difficult for you to realize that if a year later you want to be a lawyer And the year after that, you want to have an online store. And 2 weeks after the online store fails or you stop working on it, you want to be a novelist. Like, these are all extreme examples, but it's very common, and I'm speaking from my own experience here, to change your mind, right? To just have like different ideas popping up. And I think it was Steve Martin that talked about, it's not the challenge. I'm paraphrasing, by the way, but he said it's not the challenge of, having opportunity. It's like the challenge is saying no to things, because there are going to be endless distractions on any journey. And if every single time something shiny comes along, you just pick it up and start playing with it, it's going to be really difficult to get good at something over the long term. So anyway, this was a short video to just kind of, vent. I feel like YouTube has now become my therapist. And I live in Germany, so actually don't have a therapist right now. So yeah, maybe YouTube is my therapist. Anyway, I hope that this was somewhat valuable. In the future, I'm going to have more videos around habit formation, because that's a topic that is really key. It's something that I'm very passionate about, but it also does have a lot of value. So hopefully you guys get something out of it as well. All right, guys, well, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.